Hey. Hey. How's the mural coming along? Good. Good. Not too shabby. Got Batman, got Robin. Turned out pretty good. Good. It's looking pretty good. It's looking real good, you know. Think it'll look good on camera. Really appreciate you coming in on such short notice. I know it's just like, it was like we had to get it done quick status. One question though, the drawing right here, it's original art, right? It's not no, reference or tracing or anything? No. It's original. All came from up here. Okay, good. Because odds are the image of it's gonna leak out on the internet. You know how that is. And you got these internet detectives. It's just, you can't get anything by them. So, well, as long as it's original, we're good. All right. So, all right. Thanks, buddy. Keep up the good work. Okay. Fuck me. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Film Junkie Live on your Tuesday, January 11th. What is happening, everybody? How we doing out there? Everybody good? Everybody great? Everybody grand? Huh? How's it going? I see you guys are chatting up a storm already. What is going on? Why is that always happening? Let's see. I don't know what was happening in the beginning of this whole chat, so we'll start right here. Mr. Fear Jason, what's happening, bud? Good to see ya. We got Eric Patterson. That's right. Good to see ya. Make sure you guys, of course, smash that like, thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, become a member, do all that. Patreon, it's all down there and everything like that. If you're watching this not live, hey, if there's chapters, if you want to fast forward and get to a thing that we're talking about. Okay. Let's see. Good to see you, darling, but what's going on? Yeah, currently eating tacos. Lovely. Lucky? Taco Tuesday. What's going on, NK Productions? Good to see you. What is happening, Mr. Dane? And all the junkies out there, right? You hope he's not in it? Don't ruin him. But he might be. What's going on? You got a newbie. We got Hal Jordan. Newbie right here. That's good. I don't want to trigger the bots this soon in the stream, so I'll just say that image looks very interesting. What image are you talking about? I don't know. Are you talking about my thumbnail? Okay, what's going on, Mr. Eric? Hello, darling. For me, it was Tuesday. Yes. It's Wednesday already right there for you, huh? Well, you're in the future. Don't tell me what happens. Miss Stephanie, good to see you. Selena Kyle also. Let's get nuts there, James. We got Mr. Sko, legend. All right. Everybody here. Let's we got fear. That's right. All right, go ahead, turn that. Is that off? Okay, that's off. Yeah, what's going on? Just like the graphic novel, huh? Well, David looks the same. Yeah, I try to age. That's why I drink wine, right? That's why I drink. Mr. Jason McKenzie, good to see you. Hoy, hoy. Always good to see you. Always great to see you. That's right. We got that. Got some of that. Uh-oh. Why is that? I don't know. Something's like malfunctioning with my mouse or something like that. I don't know. Thank you. I thought that would be pretty funny. I thought I had to I had to make a little joke about it. So, you use sound drop good and great. Billy Madison, there you go. Thank you, Mr. Scotty. Always good to see you. We got Christopher right here from Jamaica. I'm doing good. How you doing? Yeah. Whoa. Thing jumps all the time. Yeah, the thumbnail. Yeah. Yeah, we got Rosemary here. Always great to see you. Tyler, yes. This looks like, well, he's got, Nightwing's got that ass, right? He's always got that ass. I'm just saying. No, someone's drinking beer right here. Good on, Nicolay. Good for you. I have a LaCroix. You can't see because it's green. So. Thank you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that opening sketch. I figured, I was like, you know what, we got to do something, right? Because, I mean, it looked cool at first, and then all of a sudden the internet detectives just went, hey, well, that was that Batman and that Robin and whatever the hell. So why not just put that out there? But anyways, guys, thank you for clicking in. Obviously, you see the subjects are at hand right here. We're going to be talking about Nightwing and Batgirl, and I want to hear from you guys. And don't say it yet. Don't say which actor that you would choose for Nightwing, for Dick. Who do you want for Dick? That's right. That's what we'll be talking about, because I'm kind of curious to see what everybody has to say, because when it comes to me, I'm always pretty bad at casting choices, ranks and stuff like that. It's just, I always seem to be like, I don't know. But then, I want to get your suggestions out there. So when the time comes to do that, we'll talk about Mr. Ben Affleck again, still breaking hearts out there and talking, believe in Batman and everything. So we'll talk about him. And then we'll talk about an article I came across that, Kevin Smith just talked about recently, which is he had a Superman pitch at one time with Ben Affleck. So we'll talk about that, and then we'll talk about the damn Oscars, if anybody really cares anymore. But apparently they're going to have a host again. So very interesting that they're thinking about actually having a host, and apparently they've reached out to Mr. Tom Holland, Spider-Man. So that's very interesting too. So, all right. So hopefully you guys had a good day. I had a pretty decent day. Not too shabby of the day. It's been kind of light when it comes to daytime work, so I've had more time where I can actually focus on doing an opening sketch, which, that's what you want. That was like one of my goals, is to do more sketches or skits, whatever the hell you want to call it, in the beginning of the shows. And so hopefully that'll be always a good thing, a thing that I'll keep on doing as much as possible. Anyways, guys, let's open up the show by going to the tweets. All right, let's see what's happening in the Twitter world right here. Boop, boop. We're good. Check it out, guys. And, I don't know if anybody's, is laying out there, hashtag Garza was wrong. I wish I had that drop. I should have had that drop. But, I love it. Now, Mr. Ben Everett's right here just posted. I mean, apparently we finally got the MPAA rating for the Batman right here, and here we go. It is in fact going to be PG-13. We always kind of suspected that there was a possibility, a slight possibility, that the Batman was going to be rated R, but apparently that's not going to be the case right here. And it says right here, the title, The Batman, rated PG-13 for strong, violent, and disturbing content, drug content, strong language, and some suggestive material. So what, suggestive as in suggesting sexual tension between Bruce and, of course, Selina, but yeah. So apparently this is what's going to happen right here. I know, I mean, as it would have been pretty cool if it was R-rated, but I mean, it was a long shot. It was a long shot that it was going to be R-rated, but hey, guys, they could push the boundaries as much as possible. I mean, we've seen these trailers. These trailers are very fucking violent. It's probably going to be one of the most violent Batman, out there. I mean, obviously, when it came to Batman vs Superman, obviously ZACK had an R-rated cut, but did it really need to be R-rated though? When you watch Batman, obviously the Batman vs Superman Ultimate Cut, does it feel like it warranted that R rating? I mean, yeah, they added the blood and stuff like that. I just felt like, okay, that was it. When it came to even Justice League, I mean, Zack Snyder's Justice League didn't even feel like that should have been an R rating too, but he had a couple of F-bombs in there. And then, of course, some blood splatter too. I don't know. I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be okay, but it's just kind of, this kind of just got released right now where, yes, in fact, the Batman will be rated PG-13. So, yep, there you go. It's nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. It'll be I think it's going to go a hard PG-13. The jump in the bathtub was R-rated. Yeah, there was that. I mean, you got that shot. See, that's what you got to love about what Zack would always do. I mean, he would always emphasize the bodies. And, obviously, when Cavill takes off his shirt like that, I mean, geez, it got pretty risque right there. And then, of course, even with Amy Adams in the bathtub, I mean, you were like, I can't lie that sometimes I'm like, can you see? Is there a nipple right there? I don't, But hey, I wonder what's going to happen when it comes to any of those scenes between Bruce and Selina. Is there going to be some, suggesting of sex happening? I don't know. And how is it going to be shot? Who knows? That's what I'm kind of curious about because obviously there's going to be a lot of tension when it comes to Bruce and Selina. I don't think it's going to be anything that's going to happen on a rooftop where Batman's mouth is on a certain part, on the kitty of Catwoman. So I don't know if that's going to actually happen, but there you go, guys. Rated PG-13. It'll be okay. It's still going to be a fantastic movie, it seems like. So I'm not worried about it. Not at all. So hashtag Garza was wrong. Sorry. Okay. Anyways, moving on. Oh, this is adorable. We got a dog that looks like Scooby-Doo right here. That's just kind of like, I like that. I don't know. When dogs do that, when they tilt their head like that, it's the most adorable thing that you'll ever see. But yeah, that dog does look like a little Scooby dog, right? You're drunk? Oh, Nikolai. Well, hopefully. We'll get to this video later. When we talk about Ben Affleck, because that's part of what we're going to be talking about today. Hey, when we're talking about the Oscars, why can't Gabriel? Let's have Gabriel from Malignant host the Oscars. That'd be cool, right? I think that'd be sweet. That's a pretty good shot right there. Gabriel will host the Oscars, yeeting chairs at people whose speeches go on too long. I love it. I absolutely love it. And then we got Gal Gadot. Gal Gadot. She's been cast in the remake of Alfred Hitchcock's To Catch a Thief at Paramount. So Gal Gadot just keeps on getting more roles. And now she's going to be in To Catch a Thief remake, Alfred Hitchcock's. Do we really need a remake? No. No, we don't. But hey, if she's going to be in it, I'll probably give it a watch right there. So what's going on, Mr. Will Diesel? So there you go. That was casting news that happened today with her. Of course, we'll talk about that. Look at that beautiful GIF right there that Fran made. Oh, man, look at that shot. Such a beautiful freaking shot. My God, just touching that mother box, all the lightning right there. Again, DJ, Brian Hirota, those guys, those same guys that did this are doing the Flash movie, which is, regardless of how people are feeling about what's happening in the story of the Flash, we're still going to get I think we're going to get some pretty top-notch visual effects like this when it comes to the Flash movie. So, yeah, we can do that. And then the director, or one of the directors of Batgirl, noticed that there's a little Batgirl fan right here. And, I mean, standing in front of this stuff right here on set. I mean, this is what it's all about, right? Batgirl sighting in Glasgow. My daughter his daughter, said huge. She's huge. She's a huge Batgirl fan, so she was nice and dressed up in a hoodie today, right here. It's kind of cool. It's got like that's an interesting little hoodie right there. It's got the belt and everything. So a lot of people were kind of thinking that this might actually be Hugo Strange, but it looks like it's not Hugo Strange. He doesn't have the monocle or the glasses or anything like that. So, I don't know if that's exactly Hugo Strange now. Some people were, we were kind of thinking that it might be Hugo Strange, but definitely not. But it's kind of cool. That's what it's all about, right? All right. And then, of course, this is cool right here. This Batman image. This image right here, Batfleck, where it's partially Bruce Wayne, partially Batman. Always fun to see that, one in black and white. From Santiago, of course, we'll check all that out. Here's a cool little shot right here behind the scenes of Star Wars: A New Hope with Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford in the Stormtrooper costumes. I like it. Here's Jared Leto right here putting on the makeup for House of Gucci. It's a me. I'm telling you. Like when you hear his Italian accent, you kind of just go like, yeah, he really put a lot of Mario into that. But, sadly, that Chris Pratt is going to be doing it. But whatever. But, there's the process right there. I wonder how long it took. Probably took 3 to 4 hours, I'm guessing, to put all that makeup on. I mean, power to people, right, that do that stuff. Right here, so according to Deadline right here, Paramount has tapped Pig director Michael Sarnoski to helm the next Quiet Place pick, replacing Jeff Nichols, who parted ways with the project late last year. So there's going to be a spin-off. This is not a sequel, a direct sequel, but it's a spin-off of the Quiet Place franchise. And yeah, Jeff Nichols was attached to it at one point. Now he walked away, like I said, late last year. And now we're going to have Michael Sarnoski to helm it right there. So congratulations to him. Looking forward to it. I think somebody said, "Hey, I haven't done a shoulders thirst tweet in a while, so I did that earlier today." I was shaking as I was holding up my phone because I just got done with doing a workout. So there you go, right there. For anybody who was wondering why I haven't done one of those in a while, so you're welcome. You're absolutely welcome. And then, of course, we have a bunch of stuff that we'll be talking about, of course, with here. Yeah, we'll be talking about that. Look at right here. We got John Watts, of course, who just, directed 3, Spider-Man movies. So I know, there you go. I'm trying to get the role of Nightwing right here, but that's what I was doing. That's what I'm getting out there. I'm putting it out there in the ether to see if, maybe I'll get the role for Nightwing in the Batgirl movie or the very own Nightwing movie, which I think is most likely going to happen, but we'll see. But John Watts, he's going to produce Final Destination relaunch for a New Line on HBO Max. So this is interesting because they used, instead of using remake, reboot, usually reboot is always thrown around like crazy. They're talking about a relaunch. They wanted to go no, let's call it a relaunch. So it's going to be interesting because this franchise is pretty cool. I mean, it was something different and unique when this first Final Destination came out. It was something that scared the shit out of you. I remember watching this, it was early 2000s? I think I was still in high school. Maybe it was a little after. I don't know. I can't remember exactly when it came out, but it was such a new, fresh, original idea when it came to literally you escape death. Death tries to still find you, and, you end up dying in a freak accident. It, and then, of course, it had 5 sequels, I believe. I think it had 5 sequels. It was just weird how Devon Sawa, who was the star And, you know, he survived the first one. Didn't show up in the second one or any of the other ones, really. And what's her name actually did show up. She showed up in the sequel. I forgot her name. But, yeah, it's going to be interesting. What's the relaunch going to be? Is it going to be like a sequel type series, or is it just going to be a full-on, reboot? What exactly is it going to be? I don't know, but you know, all right, it's fine, I guess. You know, they just keep on just relaunching and remaking everything. Just no ideas, no fresh ideas. But at least this idea is pretty fresh in and of itself. So I'll probably Allie Larder. Yeah, there you go. So should be interesting to see what happens with all that. Yeah, and then of course we got this image of the Batman right here with his cape. It looks pretty cool. We'll look at these. We'll look at this stud in a little bit here. That freaking stud, that Batfleck stud. Looks pretty cool. Amazing. You know, some cool artwork right here. I'm not sure who did this, but good job. It's got all the major players, of course. Zack Snyder's Justice League. Very well done. Very well done. I mean, if we're gonna do a live action, even Robin, man. I mean, let's take what Mr. Bermejo did with Robin right here. I mean, he's got the shorts. But he's got shin pads, or not shin pads, but knee pads, I should say, with these crazy boots right here. You know, I think if you're going to actually do a live action take, I think you're going to do something like this. And I even think like when you saw the Robin suit in the Batcave in BVS, it kind of like had like a little bit of like a ruggedness like this, you know? So, I mean, if they're really going to like show like an actual Robin with the shorts, do something like this, you know? I'm telling you, he's doing it right. And speaking of the Batman film is hotly anticipated, hotly, whatever, and will be complemented by imaginative, I can't even read right now. Crafted new products and experiences for fans worldwide. This is the first solo Batman theatrical release in more than a decade, and this powerful new story inspired even more ways for fans to engage and celebrate this iconic DC superhero. This is from Pam Lifford. I almost said Lifford. Man. President, Warner Media Global Brands and Experiences. So she's excited for the Batman. This kind of defeats the purpose, but I thought that was funny. That's right. Barry taking a nap. What's going on? What's happening out there? And then we got this poster right here. Somebody made No More Lies. This is from, I can't even read that, Manhouse on Tumblr. So made that poster. That looks pretty cool. Another great gift that Fran makes. He makes these gifts so freaking pristine, just clear. Gotta love it. This is pretty cool too, right here. That somebody made, the Batman, just showing different scenes and everything. It's good stuff. And then, of course, the beautiful Gal Gadot right there, just giving that smile. She's so goddamn beautiful, and then she smiles, and you're like, aw, look at her. She's great. And then we got some art right here, some promo art of all three Spider-Men. Love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah. I love you guys. This is the real mural we want to see right there. That's going to be on another wall when it comes to the Batgirl set. Yeah, you're going to have this mural of Zack Snyder. He's just, you know, why not? Just put him in there, you know. Nobody will notice, right? That's a good mural. And yes, Captain Gator Girl, you're out there. And yeah, this is apparently when I froze up last night. Hopefully that doesn't happen tonight. But yeah, apparently that was my face when I froze up. And I mean, it kind of just looks like I'm holding back a fart. I wasn't. Maybe I was. Who knows? You'll never know. You will never know. So that was a good way to end the show last night. I don't know what happened. It was weird. You know, everything seems to be okay today. So, you know, I don't think it's going to happen. But, you know, luckily it happened at the end, right? It happened at the end of the show yesterday. So, at least there's that. Alrighty. So, let's get started with the topics. All right, let's talk about Nightwing. So, I mean, this movie is crazy. Yeah, it was Michael Keaton that hacked it. This movie is just When it comes to Batgirl, when it comes to the Flash and Batgirl, I mean, obviously it's just going to be something unique. Well, not unique. Well, yeah, it's going to be unique in and of itself, which is what we keep on talking about when it comes to this. It's going to be a different timeline, different stuff. I'm curious and intrigued on how they plan on doing this. How does Michael Keaton's Batman involved? And now when we had this mural that showed up with Batman and Robin, it's like, how do you take? Is there a Dick? There's got to be a Dick Grayson somewhere. Obviously, we want to maybe even see a relationship between, Dick Grayson and Barbara and Babs. You want to see something like that. Let's first go to some set pictures, of course. So, well, first off, that mural right now is covered. They finally covered it. So apparently that was taken today. It's covered. This was taken yesterday too, which is interesting because you have Black Canary right here and a blurred image of her right there. That's in the window of something. It looks like almost like, I don't know what the hell this is, but it is interesting that they have that right there. It's just very interesting that, you all of a sudden see Black Canary too, and you're like, how meta is this damn thing going to be? Who knows? Oh, but let's go through and see what's happening when it comes to the Batgirl movie. Apparently one of the directors is following the Batgirl film news. It's because you guys have access. Anyways, and we got this right here. This is pretty cool. The Herald, full stadiums to return as Sturgeon. Yeah, that's cool. Meet Mini Batgirl. Oh, it's adorable. That's what we saw. Batgirl will be the first production to be entirely filmed in the city. So apparently Glasgow, the economy is trying to get in recovery after all the, of course, COVID, all the lockdowns and whatever. The Batgirl movie film production is expected to be a bright spot, with the production expected to spend $1.3 million. So a day in the city's restaurants, hotels, and shops. So that's good. Good on them. And then, of course, we have some more images of Leslie Grace wearing. Then we got some cops right here, some GCPD cops. There you go. You got that. You get some people just dressed up as cops, and you got her. She looks like she's dressed up. Yep, she's definitely dressed up as a cop too. So we're definitely going to get that full-on Barbara Gordon origin story. That's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. So, and it's also gonna be taking place during Christmas time. So we're gonna have another Christmas time movie. And credit Getty Images for getting these. Yes. So this is definitely going to be a Christmas type movie. So, I guess hopefully obviously, if that's gonna be the case, so does that mean Batgirl is gonna be coming out December? We still don't have a release date when it comes to Batgirl. I don't know what the release date is going to be. I don't think they've really announced it, but it's sounding to me like it's definitely going to be Christmas time, which they should, if that's okay. So, but there's that. There's everything. Batgirl is getting crazy. I don't know if Batgirl is getting crazy. I just think that the Flash movie is going to be so fucking crazy that Batgirl is just coming after it. So with everything that's happening, it's all going to be answered, I guess, in the Flash. That's pretty much what I'm gathering here. It's going to be all answered right there. But all right, let's go through this right now. Let's go ahead. You guys start typing in your choices. Who would you want to play Dick Grayson in this, I don't know, new DCU? I know people keep on saying, the DCU is dead. The DCU is dead. How many times are we going to hear that the DCU is dead? Many times. I think I've heard that ever since the last 4 years. I've heard the DCU is dead so many times from different things, from people who either hate Snyder or love Snyder. I don't know. It's always back and forth. But the DCU is dead. We're going to hear that so many times this year. That's going to be like the mantra when it comes to the fandom. But let me know, what do you guys think? Who do you guys think should play Dick Grayson when it comes to this new Marlon Wayne? Yeah, there you go. Okay, so yeah, let's do that. A lot of people are saying Dylan, right? Dylan O'Brien, Michael Keaton. Yeah, he could do a double role. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so we got another Dylan right there. We got Ty Sheridan, not a bad choice. Interesting. They took the mural down because Twitter started to point out the racism. No, they didn't take the mural down. They just covered it. No, it's still up. There's not racism that's happening. That's what I know. I know. We talked about that yesterday because obviously, like when it comes to Batman '89, and I mean, Marlon Wayans was never cast as it. That was a concept. That's the thing. That was a concept that Burton had, that they were actually going to have a Robin in the first Batman movie, and that didn't happen. So it was just a concept, and Marlon Wayans was approached at it at one point, but the dude's like almost 50 now, so it's not going to work. It's not going to work. And then again, there's not the mural is very much up. It's just covered now, so don't worry. Okay, we got Dylan. Hey, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Andre's got it. But a lot of people are saying Dylan right here. Casey Affleck, this guy over here. Okay, let's see who else. No, don't even say that. No. Oh. Well, you. Danny DeVito would be a perfect Dick Grayson. Apparently, the DCU is dead to a lot of people. Yeah, I mean, that's fine, but then stop talking about it. We'll see. Andrew Garfield, there you go. He actually would have been a pretty good Dick Grayson. I think he's a little too tall, though. Dick Grayson always had to be like, smaller than Batman, but not like, super short, I guess. But, he was always going to be shorter than we said. I've got nothing except the kid from Titans so far. I know. See, it's difficult, right? It's difficult. Timothy Chalamet, I know some people have said that. How dare you, sir? But that's funny. Sam Benjamin, good old Sam Benj. Alex Russell, I'm trying to put a face on that guy. Alex Russell, let me type him in right there. I'm like, who is that? I'm like, I recognize the name. Oh, he's an Australian actor. I think I've seen this guy before. Not too bad. Well, dude's Jack. Yeah, I've seen him before. Oh, yeah. He was in Chronicle. Yeah. Okay. He was in Chronicle. I knew I recognized him. Dude's fucking jacked, I tell you that much. Jesus Christ. All right. Well, that's I like that. I like the thinking. I like it when people like don't use like the common fan cast right there. So, that's good. No. There you go, fans. Sure. So who else we got here? I know Timothy Chalamet. I don't like that. Oh, Damon Wayans Jr. There you go. I know it makes you wonder. Are they, they might go, they might go black. They might go black instead of that, or, sometimes we even talked about Dick Grayson even having Asian ethnicity. There's always that too. I see some too. In all seriousness, Daniel Radcliffe. That's off the normal path right there. So that's cool. Andrew, we talk about Andrew Garfield. Dylan DeHaan. Or Dane DeHaan? Are you talking about Dylan DeHaan or Dane DeHaan? Ben Barnes. Yeah. Speaking of that, did you guys hear today, like, Andrew Garfield said he was up for Chronicles of whatever the hell, and he was going to play, like, the prince or something like that, and they said he wasn't handsome enough? I was like, what? Andrew Garfield not handsome enough? That is crazy. So that's apparently what the casting director even said. So, let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking you're going to cast someone around, it'll probably be around her age. That's got to be around her age, so. How can Keaton Bats? I don't know. I haven't watched the movie or heard anything yet. See, that's the thing. Yeah, I'm trying to understand it too there. Sasa, but I'm not trying to be all doom and gloom right now. I'm just kind of going like, all right, let's see what they fucking got. I don't know. So I don't think it's actually going to be Michael Keaton's Robin, to be honest. It doesn't seem like that's going to be the case right there, because that mural definitely is not Michael Keaton. It's just a Batman representation. ZACK Efron was always a good choice, when it came to. Remember when obviously Chris McKay wanted to do his movie for Nightwing? It's like, I always, there was always like the talk about having ZACK Efron. I think he would have been a good Dick. Yeah, I think so. I mean, obviously the guy is built like a fucking superhero. I'm actually surprised ZACK Efron's not a superhero yet. What's going on, Batgirl? I used to be Robin. I don't know. Yeah, there you go, Seth Rogen. I like it. Boop, boop, boop. Let's see here. Tobey Maguire. He would have been good at one point. Yeah, Dane DeHaan. I figured that's who you were talking about. I don't see that too much. Miles Teller. not too bad. That's not too shabby. I like Miles Teller. Lake of Stun. I know some people wanted him for even like to play Joker. I don't know. I don't really see him as a Nightwing. I see him more playing like maybe like a villain type role though. Let's see. Can you imagine? I know exactly. That's why I did the impression right now. And if he's gonna be her age, they can't make him look like a twig. Yeah, no. Yeah, he's 37. Yeah, he definitely is. So, with the age of Keaton's Batman, maybe Robin would be much older at this point. I don't know. It's just, I think it's gonna be. To me, it's just everything's gonna get answered in the Flash when it comes to Keaton's Batman and all that stuff. And then, of course, with Batfleck and everything, it's just a lot of things. Technically, if you want to really think about it, technically, Chris O'Donnell would be Keaton's Robin, but then we can also say that that's also in another multiverse, Let's bring Chris O'Donnell back, huh? I wouldn't be surprised. We kind of talked about that yesterday. Topher Grace. No! Oh, no. Poulter, yeah. I always thought he'd be like a good Tim Drake, to be honest. A Tim Drake Robin. Yeah, hopefully you liked it. Keanu Reeves. Wow. Dude, why is Batman so old? Garza could be a good... He could be a good Nightwing. I don't know if he could pull it off. Adam Driver would have been a good Nightwing. I think he might be a little too tall too, though. But that could have been. He has the hair for it. Like if you want the long black hair, he definitely has that. Yeah, I know. But I don't. He's the it guy right now, and I don't want it. Yeah, just throw names out. That's a Dev Patel. Yeah, that's not a bad choice too. I mean, if you guys watch The Green Knight, I mean, that motherfucker is just like, he's a great actor. So, yeah, Henry Cavill, this guy, you guys are funny. Charles Melton. I'm trying to see, let's see, who is that? Let me type him in right now. That's why I like getting your guys' ideas. I like the names that I don't recognize. Okay, yeah, that's right. He was in The Gentleman. That's right. The Asian guy in the... He was in The Gentleman, in 2020? He's been in a lot of things, right? He was in The Gentleman, I believe. Yeah, no on Tim. Yeah. See, I'm totally agreeing with that. Let's see, Manny Hansito. Let's see, Manny. Let's see, who's this? I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Oh, okay, yeah, that's the dude from, was he in Power? No, it's not that dude. Who is this guy? He looks like... I don't know. Yeah, it's not a bad... I mean, they're going to go that route. He looks like he could fit the role of something like that. Dude's jacked, so why not? Yeah, there's Taron Egerton. Yeah, that was always the case. But, I think everybody wanted him to like take over the claws for Wolverine. He kind of had that Wolverine look to him. Freddie Highmore. Let's see. Freddie Highmore. Let's see. Freddie Highmore. Okay, yeah, that's that dude. Yeah, he's in that doctor show right now, right? Where it's like a Doogie Howser situation. Yeah, he's been in some things. I don't really see him, but, anybody could do. Anybody will do, right? It's just going to be interesting to see what happens. Dan Boyer. Remember that guy when he was riding the Green Lantern train? Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with him and Sam Benjamin trying to ride that Green Lantern train. So, Luke Bracey. Let's see. I recognize that name. Luke Bracey. Boop. Let's see. Luke Bracey. Let's see. He was in... Okay, he looks familiar. He was in the remake for Point Break, right? That's right. He was that guy. The remake for Point Break. Yeah. Pattinson. Yeah. That's the thing, though. We're talking about Nightwing right now. We're talking about who could possibly be Nightwing, and the fact that we're going to be expanding the Bat family a little bit when it comes to this universe. We got to realize that Matt Reeves is going to be probably doing the same thing over in his universe. So that's what I'm kind of curious about is like, all right, I mean, is there going to be a mention of anything that's Grayson or Flying Graysons or anything when it comes to the Batman? Probably not. But when it comes to the GCPD show or one of the sequels for the Batman, it's like, okay, are we going to have a Dick Grayson over there too? It's just going to be a lot of stuff around. Taylor Lautner, come on, Andre, no. Nicholas Hoult for Nightwing, I don't really, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, especially when, I mean, he was going up for Bruce at one point. Let's see, Joe, I know I recognize that name, Keery. Joe Keery. Oh, yeah. What's his name from Stranger Things with the nice hair? You know what? That actually would not be a bad choice. He's got the hair. He's definitely got the hair. You know what? I actually might really like that. We just got to bulk him up, you know, gain about 15, 20 pounds of musculars, get him nice and, you know, strong looking because he is pretty skinny. But I actually don't, I don't hate that. I don't hate that. I actually don't really hate that. So, yeah. That Decree Montgomery, he was always like a choice that's up there too. So, yeah. But I kind of like the Joe Keery. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. Maybe it's the hair. Maybe it's the hair, right? Maybe it is the hair. So, all right. So there you go. Some good suggestions. Not too bad. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, it just seems like there has to be some kind of dick presence when it comes to Batgirl. I don't know if there's going to be, I'm wondering if there's going to be a mention of Dick when it comes to The Flash. See, I mean, that's the thing. When it comes to the Flash movie, that's where a lot of these questions that we currently have right now, that's where we're going to get them answered. And it's going to be interesting. But like I said, I mean, yeah, I get everybody's concerns because it just seems like what is happening with this movie. But I'm also intrigued by it because, again, when you have the VFX artist going, wow, this script was great. And you got Ben Affleck going, I loved my scenes in there, stuff like that. And I know people like to spin that and be like, he's just doing it for promotion, whatever the hell. All these, put on the tinfoil hat and everything like that. I don't know. But Jackie Earle Haley should be, Keaton's Joker. New Joker? That'd be interesting. I don't know. That's the thing. It's like you got, bringing Keaton back. You have when we haven't seen him in 30 years, right? We only had 2 movies with him, and then of course you have these Batman '89 books that are continuing a story, and it kind of makes you wonder, like, all right, well, they're not going to use, that's not canon. The Batman '89 books are not going to be canon, so we got to throw all that out right there. Even though you think that they would just use that. I do fucking 100% believe that Michelle Pfeiffer is going to show up somewhere. She has to. I mean, she still looks goddamn gorgeous. You can't just kill off Selena. Come on. I hope somewhere she shows up, and I have a feeling that that's going to be the case. But yeah, so everybody's got to get out of their heads about the Robin that's in there. Because that's not canon. It's going to be a different, and then again, we just don't know what's going to be happening. So we're just going to know, we don't know all the, the questions are just going to be answered because I still don't understand how, okay, if we're going to have obviously J.K. Simmons and we're going to have Michael Keaton in this world, it's like, how does that come about? Something freaky happened with the multiverse and we're like kind of in the Burtonverse. They're going to be a mashup. I don't know. There's just so many questions when it comes to this, but I just want a fucking Nightwing movie. I just want a Nightwing movie. Let's go to Bloodhaven. Let's go. Let's just say, a small, low-budget Nightwing movie, and you got some really fucking awesome fight choreography that's just like top-notch fight choreography. Make it gritty, make it dark, and just, there you go. And over-sexualize the shit out of whoever's playing Dick Grayson because they do that already. I mean, everybody always talks about how the women folk get overly sexualized. Hey, Nightwing, I mean, let's face it, he doesn't wear a cape, so everybody always talks about, the booty walk when it comes to him. So I'm just saying, there's just so much you could do with it. You can make it John Wick style or something. Get the people from John Wick to make a Nightwing movie. That's where I'm like I would like to see a full-on Nightwing movie. I was excited when Chris McKay was going to do a Nightwing movie, and then, of course, that fell flat. Maybe it'll come back now. Who knows? Maybe they'll use his script or something like that. There's that whole thing, but I just, yes, exactly. Nightwing butt shots. Just make sure the guy does a lot of squats, whoever gets cast, right? That's why I'm trying to work out as much as possible. Maybe I'll get the gig, guys, If I could, I would. I think I could look pretty decent in some Nightwing, in a Nightwing costume. Why not? Just got to grow the hair out a little bit, right? Just got to grow the hair out. Dye it a little bit more black, So, yeah, do the squats. You need to do more squats. But I think, whoever takes up the rings, I mean, I hope it's going to be, or whoever takes up the batons, I should say. It's going to be interesting. But I like all your ideas, and I like more of the off-the-wall ideas. What's going on, Mario Figgy? What's going on? Well, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you clicking in there, Mario. But oh man, Jose, you just love to troll, don't you? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We will see. We'll see what's going on with that. Have you been watching the Book of Boba Fett? Yeah, I did. I did my review. My review last week of episode 1 and 2, and I'll do a review of episode 3 tomorrow. So that'll be cool. I'm enjoying it. Definitely enjoying it. Okay, now let's talk about Mr. Ben Affleck, Mr. Batfleck. Obviously, I'm wearing the fat bat today. That's right. Love this shirt. Love this. Matt Damon. That's right. Okay, so there's a couple of things. Well, obviously, let me pull up some of this stuff right here that was, let's look at this handsome devil, Obviously, he just had another interview when it came to him talking about the Tender Bar and everything, and obviously we heard from him, what was it? Was it LA Times? We talked about LA Times, but now we got Entertainment Weekly, and look at this stud right here, all right? Beyond the Headlines with Ben Affleck. That's right. Looking happy, looking healthy, and everything. And I'm, around a pool. So here's some more images of him, of course. We got it there right there. He's eating some cereal. I always want to know what's happening in these photo shoots. It's always so weird. It's like, oh, you have to pretend like you're watching something. Okay, Ben, you're eating cereal and you're watching something that's suspenseful. I guess that's it. And then, of course, he's sipping some coffee right there. Look at that. Looking just trim. I mean, geez. The guy's still in Batman shape. That's what sucks. Look at that vein right there in the bicep. I mean, the guy, I guess, you get back with J-Lo, you got to be in top notch. And then, of course, him on a bike. Him on a bike in leather. Just looking like the stud that he is. So, all right, let's get to this article right here. So this is where most of this stuff is, of course. But, we're not going to talk about the whole thing, obviously. I still haven't seen the Tender Bar. I want to see the Tender Bar because I keep hearing great things about it. I'm hopefully going to watch it sometime this week. Although I am going to the movies, I am going to see the new Scream movie. So, I got all that. There's a picture of him right there. Don't fall too back. You're going to fall into the pool right there. You're going to fall into the pool, Ben. Careful. And, he talks about Last Duel, talks about life, talks about the movies, talks about everything and meeting other people and stuff like that. And this was pretty interesting here. He said, that's where I met Bradley Cooper. Actually, starting off, you have these ideas about success. My mother made $28,000 a year, so I would be like, how could I say no to this? And just not understanding the value of turning down things. So this is why he was like constantly just like not turning down things right here. Obviously, well, it's not like I was passing on Scorsese movies. Like, no, Marty, I'm good. I'm going to do Surviving Christmas. Part of our fates are controlled by the opportunities we have in terms of material and directors. So, yeah, he's just talking about all that kind of stuff. Because let's face it, Ben had some stinkers when coming up. He had some stinkers a little bit. So, and, now he's kind of taking the career a little bit more seriously. So that's always good. You said to me, everyone's got bad ideas. Like David Fincher, who is brilliant every now and again. You go, I don't know. But you find out he has this humility to him. Pivot. Yeah, Coen Brothers talks about Last Duel, COVID, all that stuff. If I had to bet, a drama like Argo would not be made theatrical today. So this is what he's talking about right here. This is one of the things that was getting passed around everywhere because Ben has always been ahead of the curve when it comes to what is happening with movies right now. Streaming, theatrical, all this stuff. And this was a good paragraph right here saying that Argo would not be made theatrically now. That wasn't that long ago. It would be a limited series. I think movies in theaters are going to become more expensive, eventized. They're mostly going to be for younger people and mostly about, hey, I'm so into the Marvel universe, I can't wait to see what happens next. And there'll be 40 movies a year theatrically, probably all IP, sequel, animated. Why'd you have to say 40, Ben? 40? The 40 Club. Ben's part of the 40 Club. How about that, guys? Did you know this? Yeah. This whole time, Ben was part of the 40 Club. Now you know. Exclusivo. Last duel really clinched it for me. I've had bad movies that didn't work, and I didn't blink. I know why people didn't go, because they weren't good. But I liked what we did. I like what we had to say. I'm really proud of it. So I was really confused. And then to see that it did well on streaming, I thought, well, there you go. That's where the audience is. So he knows. He knows where it's going right there when it comes to all that. Talks a little bit about Dazed and Confused and, of course, Good Will Hunting. Well, now, speaking of DIY filmmaking, Mallrats. So you obviously have got to talk to Kevin Smith and maybe fold them all in, because you've got Chasing Amy too. He says, I was once again playing the bully, running around, throwing people into their lockers, but I liked him. He's funny and smart and charming. We got along. So Kevin saved Good Will Hunting. Also saved Good Will Hunting. Yeah, he talks about that. Kevin and Gus, funny stuff. And where's that part where he talks? Oh, yeah, and then he goes right here, talks about, yes, I was a little naive about the opinions people would form about me, or the way in which Michael Bay and Jerry Bruckheimer focus on aesthetics. And you guys got to go to the tanning bed. They made me fix my teeth and work out and be sexy. Be sexy. How do I do that? Go to the gym. Running in the gym and putting oil on my body and stuff, and just turn out to be a long-form version of one of those male topless calendars in a garage, carrying a tire kind of greased up. Michael had a vision of glistening male torso in the oil, and he was like, that's going to go in the trailer and sell tickets. And you know, what can you say? We could have made, I think, 400 Chasing Amy's for what we made Armageddon for. Throwing some shade a little bit. Throwing some shade at the Armageddon thing. We all know that he made those comments about how, like, it didn't make sense that they were sending up oil drillers to this crazy asteroid that they had to drill into. We all heard that commentary, which is pretty funny. If you haven't heard it yet, look for it. It's hilarious. Yeah, and this goes on and on and on. Free, Zoom. Okay, so I don't know where that one quote is, but we had it right here. So here's a quote right here that a lot of people were talking about. Matt Damon. Ben Affleck says Matt Damon influenced his decision to quit Batman. I wasn't happy. I didn't like being there. I didn't think it was interesting, and then some really awful things happened, but that's when I was like, I'm not going to do that anymore. So apparently, yes, Matt Damon did have a little bit of influence when it came to him walking away from Batman. Remember when we talked about he gave his script to somebody, and we all assumed that it was either Matt Damon or Casey Affleck, or maybe it was just somebody else close. It's now sounding like it's 100% Matt Damon, and good on him. Good on him for looking out for his friend. I love the fact when I tweeted out this tweet right here. You should see some of the responses. I mean, most of them are funny. You know, some of you guys that might be out there were laughing and saying, "Oh no, people are going to be going after Ben and blah blah blah." And of course, the Matt Damon stuff and Jimmy Kimmel things and everything like that. A lot of people say that, but some people took it a little too seriously. There's some people that, in fact, of course, took the tweet a little too seriously. Some quote tweets, for sure. Batman, how dare someone? Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, but some people knew. I was just like, oh, so it was Matt Damon that got rid of Batfleck right there. No, but it's all good. We love that, you know. We love the fact that he helped out his friend right there. So, yeah, guys, I mean, I know some people are still like, I'm always never going to never say never, because obviously he did on Jimmy Kimmel Live say that he wasn't Batman, and now all of a sudden he's back as Batman in the Flash, but it just sounds like it's still going to be a nice little send-off for him as long as Warner Brothers keeps the scenes intact. That's all I'm hoping for, is the fact that they keep the scenes intact and Ben Affleck can go off into the sunset with J-Lo and, retire as Batman fully right there. But, yeah, he's basically saying that. And there was also this this video right here, another interview. This was actually in Spanish. Now, my Spanish sucks, but according to people that have listened to it and translated it, and he's very intense. Speaks very good Spanish, but very intense. So here it is right here. Oh, you know what? Let me make sure I got that on. But this is what he was saying right here. Oop. So obviously, you know, some people out there can do some translating, but from what I gathered, that he's just bored. He's bored of playing these kind of roles now. Hit the translate. Ben Affleck bored of playing heroes like Batman. So, go ahead, Jose. Superhéroe.
A mí me gusta para mirar en el teatro, pero para mi vida no da lo mismo tipo de satisfaction.
Satisfaction. I can't get no satisfaction. So, there you go. So, you know, I mean, it's just, that's where we're at right now when it comes down, you know? So there you go. We got Mr. Everett's right here too. Well, we kind of get it that he's not satisfied by playing that stuff anymore, right? He really isn't. He could speak to me in Spanish anytime he wants. I know, right? He speaks really good Spanish, man. He does. He speaks really good Spanish, and I'm sure J-Lo's been helping him with that too. But he's always been pretty good with that. So, yeah. But so I mean, it's just basically saying that, you know, he's bored with playing the superhero role now. He's done with it. I mean, we all know that he did it for his kids. He wanted to do it for his kids and for him too. The child inside himself had some bad experiences, and there you go. There you go. I mean, if there's, you know, there's always going to be like a 1% chance that he comes back. Sure. Great. Cool. But as of right now, I'm glad he's just happy, healthy, and getting praise for his new role right now. That's all I'm going to say right there. He lived in Mexico for like a year. Oh, okay. That's cool. I didn't know that. Well, yeah. Also, Ana de Armas probably learned a little bit of Espanol right there, as well as other things. What's his name say in BBS? I'm sure that's not all she taught you. Yeah. Remember when he spoke a little Russian? You know, with the ballet dancer. Yeah. There you go. So Affleck for Zorro, right? Wouldn't that be sweet? Yeah. People would throw a fit though for that. But, you know, he could pull it off. He could definitely pull it off. Nah, he said that he enjoys watching superheroes, but it doesn't interest him anymore. Okay, because they're supposed to be perfect characters. He'd rather do more interesting and complex characters. Yeah, but Batman was always never perfect, so at least there's that. You know, Batman was never like a perfect character. I mean, obviously that's the lure of Batman, is the fact that he's not a perfect character. So there you go. So thanks, Batfleck, as we always say. You know, there's nothing wrong with saying thanks, Batfleck. So he's still my favorite cinematic Batman. We'll see if Pattinson, you know, puts him down in second place. Who knows? I always want the next iteration of whatever to be better than previous. He's got some definitely big shoes to fill, but, you know, so I'm seeing some of those trailers. Woo! Tell you what, yes, hashtag things Batfleck. And speaking of Batfleck, what about Superfleck? So I came across this right here. This kind of came out recently with all the Ben Affleck talk. Kevin Smith apparently was going to pitch a Superman movie because, well, we all know that Kevin Smith wrote a Superman film. And what's his name wanted like a big spider and him not to be in the costume and everything like that. If you guys haven't heard Kevin Smith talk about his Superman script that he wrote, Superman Lives or whatever, I don't know. I forgot. Yeah, Superman Lives, right? It was supposed to be that one for Burton and Nicolas Cage. Look it up. It's on. You can find it on YouTube. But apparently right here it says, Kevin Smith recalls writing failed Superman movie for Ben Affleck. He's built like a hero. It's just kind of funny, though, because when you watch Mallrats, I mean, and they have that comic book cover opening, I mean, he made Ben Affleck's character Shannon Hamilton Buttman because he kept on tapping Shannon Doherty's butt. And it was just kind of funny because and then in Jersey Girl, you know, there's a line that Ben Affleck says to his daughter that, you know, we're in the Batmobile and blah, blah, blah. So you always would have thought that it was Batman. But apparently Kevin Smith, you know, when he was talking to Yahoo Entertainment, he spoke in detail about the unsuccessful attempt to get a Superman movie off the ground with Ben Affleck in the title role. Both men were coming off the success of Mallrats at the time. Okay. Kevin Smith talks about how Mallrats was not a success, which is kind of funny. I love Mallrats. probably my favorite movie of Kevin Smith, because that was the first time I got into that View Askew world and Jay and Silent Bob and everything. I love Mallrats. Jason Lee, so fucking awesome in that movie. But I don't know if it was a success. He always says it wasn't a success. I just thought it was funny. Warner Brothers was in development of a new Superman movie titled Superman Reborn. But Smith thought the screenplay was terrible. Then, when Smith pitched his own Superman movie, oh yeah, that's right, The Death of Superman comic series, Smith's script went into development with producer John Peters, but the two clashed over casting. So yeah, when you hear all about this, apparently Kevin Smith was writing it for Ben Affleck. He said, I was writing it for Affleck. Ben was heating up like he was there. I think he'd been hired for Armageddon. Affleck was a fucking giant. Like, he's built like a superhero, built like an action figure, particularly with the height. And then he puts on the muscles there too. So in my head and heart, it was always Ben and Michael Rooker. So Michael Rooker, I guess he was going for Lex Luthor. That would have been interesting. I could see a Michael Rooker Lex Luthor. You know, not too shabby. Smith wanted Affleck for Superman and Rooker for the villainous role of Lex Luthor, but Peters had a different idea. The Hollywood producer wanted to cast Sean Penn as Superman. Nah, that would have been that. Nah. As the actor, I was hot off the Oscar nomination for Dead Man Walking. John Peters goes, look, in Penn's eyes, in the movie, in eyes, what does it say? Jeez, that's all weird. He's got haunted eyes and the eyes of a killer, Smith said. And I was like, dude, it's Superman, you know? That's not how most people think of Superman, but he wanted to reinvent it. Yeah, he definitely did, with a spider and no costume. He wanted something gritty, graphic, and grown up. He essentially wanted like what Zack Snyder eventually did in Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman and Justice League, which coincidentally featured Affleck as Batman opposite of Henry Cavill's Superman. Tim Burton eventually took over the reins of Superman Lives and set Nicolas Cage to star. Affleck would get his superhero shots later, of course, with that, well, Daredevil first. But yeah, so in the midst of all that, when Kevin Smith was trying to do a new Superman movie, he was thinking about Ben Affleck in the role, which is interesting because Kevin Smith's such a big Batman fan, and I'm sure they talked a lot about Batman. Kevin Smith always talks about how Ben Affleck bought his old house, you know, when he was coming up, and he had that secret bookcase, it was like a panic room type thing, this bookcase that opened up, and that was like one of the selling points because Ben Affleck loved that because it reminded him of Batman. He talks about that, but it's just kind of funny that he was actually like, I mean, he did play George Reeves in that, you know, in that one movie. Totally forgot what it was, totally blanking on the name right now, but yeah, I mean, he did wear the costume and does all that. Ben Affleck, yeah, he is built like a fucking superhero, that's for damn sure. Well, we got Love Face X, the porn bots, I tell you what, the porn bots have struck again, I know, Hollywoodland, thank you, Hollywoodland, yeah, I know, it would be awesome to get Kevin Smith on the vodka stream. It probably turned into a marijuana stream. That'd be interesting. Let's hotbox it or something like that. Yeah. Does he ever do that on his streams? Maybe. Hey, you know, if he was going to partake, so would I. That'd be an interesting damn stream. That's for damn sure. Anyways, Ben Affleck, Superman. I prefer him as Batman. But that's just me. All right. Now Tom Holland. Now, so here we go, guys. So apparently, you know, we barely heard anything about the Golden Globes. That didn't play for like really anybody. I think they kind of live streamed it. Who knows? I don't know. When it comes to the Oscars, though, I mean, obviously that's, you know, when it comes to award season, everybody looks towards the Oscars more than any other awards. You know, a lot of people are just kind of going, who cares about the awards anymore? I'm kind of with that. I mean, but it is kind of nice when, you know, good performances, good movies do get rewarded with that little statue. But yeah, apparently they're seeking out to have a host this year. 2022 ceremony will have a host. So it says the 94th Academy Awards, scheduled to air on ABC March 27th, will be the first since the 90th in 2018 to have a host. You heard it here first, said Craig Urich. Yeah, so they're saying all that. Jimmy Kimmel, yeah, they're talking about, Jimmy Kimmel's hosted it recently and everything like that. So during a recent interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Tom Holland, the star, we know, expressed interest in hosting the Oscars, and THR has learned that the Academy did reach out to him to explore the possibilities. So there you go. Tom Holland, possibly direct. I could actually see that. There's a talented little fucker right here, okay? He's a talented guy. He could do the singy, songy, dancey stuff, but triple down. Triple down. Get Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. Why not? Get all 3 Spider-Men to host the Oscars. That's what I think. Do that. Come on. Ride the coattails of Spider-Man No Way Home. Why not? I mean, it would be funny as hell because you actually have Tom Holland and Andrew Garfield who could sing and dance, and then you have Tobey, which we've seen his dance moves. We've seen the dance moves. What it'd be funny. It'd be hilarious. Why not? I say get all 3. If you're gonna go for one Spider-Man, go for all 3. Have all 3 take turns in hosting. That's what I think they should do. That's what I think. That's just me right there. That's me. They won't listen to me, though. They just don't listen to me. They won't. I have all the good ideas, I tell you. The 3 of them, opening number, that would be so great. It would be just great. They had such great chemistry and everything. They had such great chemistry together when we saw them working together. I mean, I think it would just be something pretty damn amazing. I really do. I really think it would be amazing. So, let's see. Put user in timeout. Yeah. The joke Dave did about, why not? So got that guy. There, you got him. We're good. Get the porn bots out of there. But yeah, there you go. I think that's what they should do. Don't just have one Spider-Man. Have all 3. It's the way to go. Come on, Academy. Come on. They won't listen. It's all good though. Okay. Let's go to the Twitter questions right now. And remember, guys, if you want to become a member of the channel, I'll be doing a post-show members-only stream right after this because it's for fun. So, anyways, all right. Okay, let's see what we got here. Mr. Eric M. Blake. This may cause a scoff and eye roll with people, but hear me out. ZACK said, in his current vision, after Batfleck's heroic death, Barbara fills the void until Bruce Kent can take the mantle. So, could the Batgirl mural be a memorial for the 2 dead heroes of the Bat family? I mean, who knows at this point? This means Keaton being around without Batfleck ain't so bad, does it? Just set it after JL3, Barbara reflecting on Batfleck's death with Peter Parker. Oh, yeah, like how that is. Yeah, I hope that's really not the case. But I don't know. I don't know if they're actually going to full-on kill him, though. That's what's going to be interesting. It's just, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows with that? But, it could be a mural representing like 2 characters that aren't around, or, one of them's not around, and then one of them's Nightwing. Hopefully that's the case. See, Dylan O'Brien right there. He's trending because people are trying to name who would be Dick. John, Murdoch's Wayne. Whedon will be back. No, he won't. It'll be a few years, but he'll be back. No, he won't. An interview here, an interview there, then one big one of THR variety, and then he'll be back. Nah, I don't think so. He'll do a few scripts and a few producing credits and then a small budget movie, but he'll be back. Such is Hollywood. I don't think he'll be back. That's getting a little too doom and gloom right there, Mr. John. I don't think so. We talked about that already. Yeah, Eileen Jones tapped to pen Paramount's Catch the Thief. Edward, I'm super hyped. DC might actually spin off Nightwing after the Batgirl film. Would love to see Scarecrow in the we'll see Scarecrow again. A more authentic Scarecrow, one that really fucks with your head more than it was in Batman Begins. Donut Uncover. If this universe has a Nightwing, do you think there will be also be a new Robin? Yeah. I mean, why not? Expand the family, man. Can you please go over yesterday's questions? I did. Remember, if you want to see yesterday's, did I not go over yesterday's questions? I thought I did. Yeah, I thought I did. I went over a couple of them because remember the stream cut out and I went over I think I went over most of them. So if you look at the stream cutout second stream, just do that. Just look at that, and I answered most of those. CK Cooper Knox, if Zack Snyder ever gets the chance to do a proper Dark Knight Returns adaptation, my suggestion for Bruce Wayne Batman, Ed Harris. Whoa, you were going old, man. Ed Harris is not a big dude. You need a big dude. I mean, I don't know if Ed Harris would want to take on that role. I mean, but I like where your head's at. I love Ed Harris, but I think we need somebody who's older, but also has got still a big dude. And Ed Harris is he's a small dude. He's a small dude, but yeah, he could bulk up. But yeah, I don't see it. But I like where your head's at because he's a great actor, and he could do maybe something at one point. Edward of many fandoms, do you think you will watch Superman and Lois season 2? Yeah. I still have to wrap up season 1, to be honest. Yeah, still got to do that. I'm back. Talking about Chris O'Donnell, Dick Grayson. Legend. Is time real? No. It's not something we made up. It's whatever. Smoke a joint and just go, really? Joseph? If they were to make a big 3-hour Heat-style Stallone versus Schwarzenegger movie, who would you want to direct it? I actually like BR right here. That'd be pretty fucking insane. Yeah, that'd be Mel Gibson directed. That'd be pretty insane. Or I like that. I actually like that. So BR, thank you for answering that. I think that'd be pretty damn cool, to be honest. Mel Gibson directing Schwarzenegger and Stallone. Hey, you, get out. Let's do this. Come on. Take you on right now. Come on. This apparently is a new Keaton not affiliated with the Burtonverse. It just sounds odd and weird. Yeah. I think there's going to be some association with the Burtonverse. Like I said, everything's got to be answered in the Flash. All these weird questions, and we're all just like, what the hell? It's all going to be answered in the Flash. That's what it is. I mean, it might be like a Keaton. I don't know. It's just the multiverse. It's all going to be crazy and interesting, and I'm curious to see who ends up showing up in the movie. I'm willing to bet Grant Gustin's going to show up. I think that Michelle Pfeiffer, Selena Kyle will be there somewhere. That'd be pretty damn sweet. Maybe Chris O'Donnell might. Who knows? They might have tapped him. Maybe he'll kind of make an appearance. Who knows? There was a rumor that Val Kilmer's Batman was going to show up, but it wasn't obviously going to be Val Kilmer. It was going to be stunt dudes and whatever the fuck. So there's that whole thing, but technically that was supposed to be still like the Burtonverse, but I guess now that we're talking about multiverse, that could be its own multiverse, even though the same Alfred, same Commissioner Gordon. I don't know. We'll just see what happens. It's all we can do. I mean, sadly, I don't think we're going to have like a nice little Spider-Man No Way Home moment where you bring in all the Batmen or Supermen or something like that to fight off some things. It's probably what they would want to do. That's for damn sure, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Like I said, members, I'm going to do, of course, the post-show members-only stream. So if you want to take part of that, become a member. Pick my brain in a little bit. If you want a little bit more, we'll do that. And make sure you smash that like, thumbs up before you leave. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you know when I'm doing stuff. We got the Patreon right there, which I do have plans to do more on there. I'm sorry I've been lacking on some content right there, exclusive content. I will do more, and I thank you to the patrons that are still sticking with me. We'll have the Patreon stream soon. Maybe not this weekend, but maybe the next weekend I think we'll do it. And then, of course, we have the Film Junkie Closet down below with all of that stuff. And, yeah, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow at the normal Junkie time and the normal Junkie channel. All right, guys? Talk to you later.